Ash Carlson at Screen Rant. Hello.
Hey,
Okay.
Ash, what's
First of all,
happening?
I've been waiting about 10 years to do this interview, to interview another ECU alum.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
goodness.
And guess where Rob lives?
Do you live in North Carolina?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm at a bar minding my business, and
You never
somebody
mind your business. You never mind your business.
and these people I guess they saw an advertisement for our film, The Unforgivable, and they come up to me asking me, like, did I know that Sandra went to ECU, that she was an ECU alum? Like, yeah, she's ECU. And they were so proud of it. So I was texting her about it while we were there. So I didn't mean to cut your time, but yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing in a bar? Do you have your mask on? Are you saying?
Pretty
Make
much.
sure Rob's okay.
Go
That's
Pirates.
what's up.
Okay. So this movie was fantastic, suspenseful, twists and turns along the way. I was glued from start to finish. And Sandra, you're a big champion of this project. What was it that was the biggest draw for you in wanting to get this film made?
Well, on one level, the fact that you had a murder that happened in a thrill ride that I felt people would get lost in. It was entertainment. It kept you hooked in on the edge of your seat. And then underneath, there was tremendous social commentary of what actually exists for millions of people who are born into poverty, who are born into a system that doesn't see them.
Definitely.
And the more you learn, the more heartbreaking it is and the less you can unsee, and the more you are responsible for shining a light on it and figuring out how to right that wrong, how to balance things out. And my daughter came from the foster care system, and understanding what those 0 to 5 years mean, and what beautiful babies that never got the chance to be loved and held and cared for and seen now fill up our prison systems because they didn't have the blessings that I had, not by anything that I did, but by birthright, roll of the dice. So a lot of things came into play. And then in the end, what would you do? What would you have done if you were in her position? I know people don't want to forgive and they don't want to see a human being, but what would you have done?
Oh man, to play Vince Cross, it was very attractive. One, to play opposite Sandra Bullock. Two, the other amazing cast that we have rounding up the beautiful film, The Unforgivable, and then Nora as the director. I felt that the character was the voice of Ruth being able to stay out of jail, keep my recidivism rate low. Amongst all the other men in the movie, how they interacted with her, I felt mine was more of a fine line of, like, not to call myself a therapist, but in some way therapy, so that, I could give her the blueprint to stay out of jail, and then tread that fine line without having triggers, triggering her in some sort of way of capacity, because doing 20 years in jail and then coming out to limited to no resources, which often happens a lot. And I understand that as Vince Cross. I just wanted to be, the guiding light for her.
Just to add what he's saying, lack of resources. When women leave prison, out of this area of prison, we found out they are given $40 and some clothes that people have donated. $40. What do you do with that? You're asked to get a phone, to check in, to create a life, go to a transitional house if you have that. Most people don't have a support system waiting for them. They come out completely alone with $40. How do you manage?
And that's one of the beauties about this film. Hopefully it can create some type of healthy dialogue so we can start addressing those kind of things that affect everybody. That affects us all when people are released back into society with no type of help or resources to have them reintegrate themselves in a healthy way.
In a hopeful way, yeah.
No wonder the recidivism rate is often high, and incarceration for women, it seems to grow more and more each year. Like, just for me studying white women particularly, 2000 to 2019 has increased by 41% in state and federal prisons. We don't often hear about that, if at all. So I thought it was a good project and a refreshing project and timely project too.
Definitely. Well, I am very out of time, but so lovely talking to you both.
He was actually giving you an extra minute. Did you say we kind of took up your first minute? So you saw that.
Yeah, I got it back.
Right, we gave it back to you. Okay.
Thank you so much. This was a pleasure. Go Pirates.
See you love.
Bye.